Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday and it is time to color some Selena Finish. I have not been able to color Selena Finish on the channel in quite some time, so I'm kind of excited. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Gabby. Thank you very much for coming here all the way from Costa Rica. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Nightbot. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, everybody out there in Lurker Land. I definitely appreciate you all hanging out with me as we color in Fairies and Fantasies. In Fairies and Fantasy, this is the 4-in-1 coloring books. I wanted to color in this one because it's a line art, and I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm not all that great with line art, but I can give it a try. Hello, Connie. Good morning. So the page that we're going to be coloring today is this one here. It's called A Nouveau Angel of Love. So this is for Shannon, one of Shannon's prompts for um, seasonal and holiday because Valentine's Day is coming up. So we're going to color this one. So, and we are going to use dun 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 the Ohuhu colored pencils, and we're going to give these a try on straight Amazon paper instead of the cardstock that I was using yesterday when I did the review. So we're going to give it a try on Amazon paper and see how well they do. All right, so I'm going to zoom you in, and we're going to get started here. I think I want to zoom in a little tighter. Now her face isn't all that big, but there is some colors that I do want to try to get in there. Hello, Connie. Good morning, darling. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out last night. I appreciate it. All right. Now I think I'm going to need this a little bit sharper. And the color I'm using is quite pale. It's a pale purple. I might want to go a little bit deeper, but we'll see in just a moment here. Now, because it's a line art, I've got to be careful to put in those shadows appropriately here. And since the Ohuhu pencils do have a softer wax, I have to be really careful on how much pressure I put on this pencil. Otherwise, it's just going to eat up the tooth of that paper. And we want to be able to build those colors on here. To give us our shadows as well as our color. Hello, Mama Mona. Hello, Kenny. So like I said to Shannon in the comments yesterday, I don't believe these are complete white label. I do believe that they are manufactured in the same facility as the Marco, and I do believe they went with the cheaper options where Marco went with the higher quality options. So they are still the same colors as the Marcos, and they are the same manufacturer. The barrels still look the same, but they are a lower quality than the Marco pencils, Marco Tributes. Hello, Catherine. Don't be dying. You're not allowed. All right. Now we're going to come in with this one. They are struggling to layer on top of that lighter color. Hello, Shannon. No, the leads are the same thickness. They're a softer wax. So if I sharpen a Marco, it's going to give me a more solid point that will maintain longer. And this wax does take up that paper really quickly. I did measure them. They are the same thickness for the lead, but they are a cheaper wood and a cheaper composition in the wax oil mixture. I think they're using the same pigments and everything else. Like I said, the colors are exactly the same, but I think they went with a cheaper options instead of the more expensive quality options, personally. I think the manufacturer has several different options, and some are less expensive, some are higher quality, and I think Ohuhu went with the lesser cost and quality. Hello, Audrey. I hope you enjoyed your tea. What was for tea tonight? And I must say I'm not liking them too much on this paper. I've only put down 2 colors, and they're not playing well with each other. They're not holding, so I can actually feel the lack of ability to lay down more color onto where I've laid color. But we will see how far we can get. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Kenny, that it's still morning. No, I measured both of them. They're both 4 millimeter cores. I used my hubby's measuring tool. It may have been listed incorrectly or something, but I did take I can't remember what it's called. It's a little gauge that you can put on the edge of the pencil here, and it'll say it's a certain amount. But these do feel a lot lighter in the hand than the Marcos do. And I noticed yesterday on cardstock that I could layer the Marcos more. And I was hoping that with the heavier tooth of Amazon paper that I'd be able to get more layers on using Amazon paper, but it does seem that as soon as you put that wax down, it fills that tooth right up. But I'm still able to get small amounts of the color in there, so I can still blend it, so that's good. I am getting a little bit of dusting, so be careful with it with your hands. And I think it's because of the sharpness I had to do for the pencil. If you keep them a fairly dull pencil, it might be better. Hello, Noelle. I am sorry I missed you coming in. Yeah, the 80 set, the ones that come in the pretty box, are a thinner core. I did notice that with the 150 set compared to the 80 set. And I haven't been telling you the colors I'm using. So this is the first one I use is Cebidium 395. The second one I used was Cinnamon 147. The third one I used was Light Flesh number 75. And this one is Beauty Blush. No, Beauty Bush number 323. I'm going to dust that off before I move it all with my hands. Hello, Dawn. I am sorry I missed you coming in as well. Such a little tiny face. Trying to get all these colors on this little tiny face. All right, and then we're going to use this one. And then we're going to use light blush. Activating ink tints. Yes, that is very, very in very relaxing. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'm using the light blush to blend all the colors together, because I did notice that the Ohuhu pencils don't blend very well with the Caran d'Ache blender. When I was doing my testing yesterday, they didn't move very well with that. So I still need to add a little bit deeper shadow under her chin. So let's see if we can do that. And up here around her hands. Okay. I hate it when it does that. I change the saturation so you can actually see the color. Oh, there we go. That's closer because it was not showing you any color. All right, so we're going to actually take, I need a nice darker color. Cinnamon's a little too light for what I want. So I think we're going to take lavender and increase those shadows. Yeah, I haven't colored a line art in quite some time. So I was looking at this one going, okay, that's going to fit Shannon's prompt. And it's a picture I have, artist that I haven't colored in a while. And it's a line art, which I haven't done in a while. Okay, so I'm using lavender, which is number 303. And we're just going to increase those shadows a little bit, hopefully. Hello, Iana. I've seen lots of people color line art stuff, but I haven't seen a lot of portrait line art in a while. And I know I haven't colored a lot of line art lately. It's all got a little bit of a light gray scale to it. Mostly everything I've colored. Or a heavy grayscale, whichever. Alright, that's better. I'm just blending it in with that light blush. But the tooth of the page is pretty full, so I'm not getting a lot of extra color lay down on there. But that's not too bad. It only took 6 pencils to do her skin tone. All right. But it took all 6 pencils, which is really good. I'm quite happy with that. However, it is getting to a point where if you want to add anything else, you're going to have some issues. Hello, Sue. Welcome, welcome. That's okay. I missed her too because I was doing a video. I got home from work, made dinner, and started figuring out my software and everything else so that I could do the video. And I'll go back and watch it later. Alright, and then we're going to do color. We're going to do blue for her eyes. Actually, let's do green. A nice bright green. I'm going to use lettuce green for her eyes. You have to be very careful with trying to put pressure on them if you sharpen them really sharp. They do break off fairly easily. Alright, now we're going to do her hair. I've got to do her arms as well, and then we'll move down onto the body. So we're going to do her hair, and we're going to start with tan. I am so sorry that your pain level was so high. All right. This is just the base coat so that we can keep that highlight color in there. I'm just doing it really light. Because I don't want to take up the tooth of the paper with just the base coat. Okay, now I have to be careful back here because that's hair. I'm pretty sure this is hair. That's wing. We don't want to color the wings the wrong color. Let me know if it gets too washed out. The sun just came out, so I may need to turn off the lamp. I like having the natural light on it, but I have to. All right, this is all hair here. Yeah. Yeah, it just went behind a cloud again. So it's that odd red ball of fire that sits up in the sky every once in a while. I don't know about anybody else, but we keep on getting threats of snow. But we still have not had any. So, which is good because then I don't have to miss work. Coming down to the bottom here, just following the hair. Because it comes down here under her feet. All the way down to the bottom. All right. So there's our base color. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're getting it for me, then it's all good. If you want to send it up this way, I'm quite sure that the people at my work would not object. All right, I'm going to use some Beaster and dark brown. Now I'm having to sharpen these really, really sharp because of the size of the page. If you're like of the picture, if you're using them on a larger area, You can leave them fairly short and dull. We're going to see how well this works for hair. Especially in this small space. Sometimes doing hair on tiny people is hard. Yeah, she does need to take it slower, but she's stubborn and very independent. Nice. Yeah, I have one of those. It works great, especially in the RV. I must say that I'm not overly thrilled with them for hair. They are crumbling quite a bit because I had to sharpen them really sharp, which is not conducive to what I want them to do. And they're dulling down quite quick, which is not giving me that sharp line that I want for the hair strand. Now the type of hair that Selena has put on this girl makes it okay, but if I was doing the girl that I did last week on Monday, I would not be able to use these pencils for that. Not without going through them very quickly, trying to keep that point on them. Hi, Kim. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nanamo. Happy Saturday. I am doing all right. I am doing all right. Just been exhausted from work. I'm not used to getting up at the crack of dawn and actually leaving the house. I'm used to getting up at the crack of dawn, but usually I can sit around in my pajamas for most of the day. But yeah, it's at the start of working after training, I started having to get up at the crack of dawn and actually get dressed and leave the house, which was not something I am used to doing. But I'm starting to get used to it. Oh, lurking doing the laundry. Yeah, that's my day tomorrow. I'll be doing laundry, tidying the house. We've decided Saturdays is days for me and Bob to do things together. And I think today we're going to go look at office furniture because his chair keeps on breaking, and he sat in my chair and decided that I need a new one. Which is silly to me because my chair works and it's comfortable to me. But he is correct. When I sit in it too long, my legs do get problematic, so they start to hurt quite a bit. So he is right. I should probably look at them, but chairs are expensive. At least for a good one. I've had this chair for 15, 16 years. So yeah, I guess it is about time to replace it. Well, I guess 14 years because I got it right after we moved into this house. So yeah, no, they don't like it when you wear your jammies to work. Yeah, actually, it's not too bad. Some people I just want to crawl through the phone and strangle. But you know, it's not so bad. So far, they haven't fired me because I can't do it properly. So yeah, I'll keep doing it and keep learning as I go, and hopefully they will keep me for a little while. Okay, just going through and trying to get that contrast in there, but still keep the strand, but the pencil is not letting me do that too well, so we're just going to go with it. We're just going to keep on flicking. Yeah. Concentration, hold on. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of anything. I go to work, I come home, my brain says, okay, that's enough of that. I make dinner, and oddly enough, I'm usually in bed before 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I don't get a lot done. On Wednesdays, I do lurk in uh, Angela's um, live stream. But sometimes I just put it on the speaker because I'm tired of having a headset on my head. And if I do that, then I don't have a mic to actually talk. So I can't go into Discord and do that. Sometimes I just put it on the big screen and then I can't type. So sometimes I just don't want to talk. Sometimes I'm just tired. So I hang out and I watch. Yes, last night I was up way too late. I actually slept in this morning. It was kind of scary to me. Connie and me and Catherine were in Discord chatting last night, and Bob came in and said, "You know what time it is? I'm going to bed." It's like, what? You don't normally go to bed before I do? And he says, "Yeah, look at the time. It was almost 1 o'clock in the morning." And I am so sorry that I wasn't there if you came back. I did not get to say goodnight to you, Connie. I'm so sorry. Not sure if you said goodnight and popped off before I noticed it, or I felt so bad because I was waiting for you to come back, and I thought, no, I gotta go to bed, otherwise I'm gonna be up the rest of the night and be exhausted by the time it came stream time. I'm still sleeping. I did sleep in this morning though. I didn't get up until well, the first time was 4, the second time was 6, and I made myself go back to bed till 8. Oh, yeah, that happens. Mine does that all the time. But I haven't had any disconnects yet since Bob put the new internet thing into my office here, so knock on wood, it doesn't happen. All right, so I think we've got this part pretty much taken care of. Now we're going to move up to her head with this darker color. Yeah, well, I don't know if I have it. I have to find my smelly pencils. I have a set of smelly pencils. We can make her wings smell like something. I don't know if cotton candy is one of the smells, but hi there, Mandy. Oh, well, I am happy that you're going to be spending the time with your daughter. Definitely, family is always first, so don't ever feel sorry or worried that you're not going to be able to be here, especially when you have family events. Life is always first in this neck of the woods. And happy birthday to her. I hope she has a wonderful birthday. At this point, I'm not even getting the flicks in, so I'm just adding the color. Alright, now we're going to go back to the original color, and we're going to, which is tan. That last color was Beaster, and dark brown were the other two colors that I used. I'm just going to try to blend those together. Alright. Days where we don't have to cook is always a good thing. Alright, I'm going to take this dark, fill in that area and this area here. I just think it needs to be a little bit darker because it's in that movement under the hair. So we're just going to darken that up a little bit more. Nice. Hello, Stella. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it goes all the way down past her feet. Let's try and get the final color in here. I think I need to erase that area there. I think that's supposed to be something else. So we're going to erase it. almost got her hair done. And then we'll work on her. Oh, we've still got an hour. That's not bad. Oh. Oh, goodness. Yeah, with all that snow melt and everything else, I bet your creek is going to get quite high this year. You guys have had a lot of snow. All right. Dust everything off of there. Now we're going to start on her wings. And I think I want to start with, because I'm going to do her a lot of pink. So I'm going to start with the Brilliant Magenta in her wings. And it's going to get dulled down with the light purple that I have here, as well as the white. So and this is going to be for the deepest shadowy areas. I do want to have a bit of a pink tip as well as a bit of a pink shadow in the wings, because she is the angel of love, and love is hearts and roses in their um, uh, symbolisms, I guess is the right word. So I'm going to do her in pinks, and then we'll do the outer edge and the hearts and everything in reds. Don't you start. I have to chastise my camera when it starts doing that. Might actually. Bob's been doing some tests with a camera that he has that he was hoping would work well for me, but he says it's got a couple of issues that wouldn't work well with the movement of my hand and that sort of thing. So we're looking at the stagnant one where it only points down, it doesn't look back up when you move. So you can, the one he has, you can set the camera to move when you want it to. So if I'm coloring, it's looking down, but if I'm talking it and done coloring, I can put it up as a face cam, but it's got some issues, so. And I have enough issues. Hello, Frederica. Ooh, Chinese food, yum. I like Chinese food. I have Chinese food every year for my birthday. Then I pay for it for a week. I'm not going to be having Chinese food this year for my birthday, just saying. Because my birthday is on a Sunday and I got to go to work on a Monday. almost finished with the first area on this side of the wings. I'll move you down a little bit. Okay. All right, and then we're going to use the cymbidium. Cymbidium. All right. We're going to take this and we're going to just bring that down a little bit and blend that into our edges. Yeah, these pencils are really soft. So any sort of pressure and they start to, especially if you have a really sharp tip, any sort of pressure, I am finding that they are crumbling very, very quickly and dulling down very quickly. And I'm not even pressing very hard on them. And it just fills the paper with the with the wax. So. But they do blend well together. I can get a good amount of blend when I use them together. So. We might do another one of the angels because there's like 4 different ones in here. We might do one of the other angels with the Marco and see how they do. Ooh, yum. I like curries. My husband's not overly fond of them, but I really like curry. I don't know why. Oh yeah, yum. Can't have naan anymore, but oh, I love naan. But it works really good with brasi bites too, so. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this cymbidium and I'm going over top of that magenta and blending it in, and then I'm going to go over the entirety of it with the white. And then we're going to see if we need to add any more of the magenta. I think I want some here and here. Just want the tips to be a little bit darker. And the shadow areas behind her head here as well. Bye, Dawn. Hello, Topeka. Yeah, that would make you limited if it upsets your stomach all the time. All right, then we're going to go in here. And we're going to use that white. Like so. And like I said, where feel that we need to add more of that magenta, we'll be re-adding some over top of the white, which will dull it down, which is, fine. We need that. We don't want it in your face bright pink. We just want it to have that shadow. Yum. Okay. I'm just going to sit back and look at it here for a second and make sure that I don't need any more color in there. I think it's good. Might want to take just a little bit of this purple here and just soften up this edge here and bring that shadow in a little bit tighter, a little bit darker up through here. Just going to put a little bit more shadow in there. Like so. I think I like that there. Come in through here as well. Just the deeper areas where they're overlapping. Just going to come in with a little bit more of that purple. Hello, Britt. You are welcome. That's what we're using right now, and I'm not overly fond of them on the Amazon paper. They are working well, they just feel like they're on ice. And I like to feel the paper under the pencil. I like to have a bit of a grab. But they're not doing horrible. It all, like I said in my review, it all depends upon what you prefer. I think I'm getting close to the end of what these will lay down on this side anyway. Alright, I keep on wanting to add more color and it's not taking it, so I'm just going to sit back and let it be. Let it be, let it be. Alright, just going to leave it alone. And my camera's going to zoom in and zoom out. So we're going to do the other side because it's fairly quick and easy. So we're going to just quickly do the shadow areas. Yeah, I've got to finish that. I did finish the swatch chart for these pencils, and I did put it up on my Ko-fi, or coffee, or however you want to pronounce it. I like coffee better. But however you want to pronounce it. All right. Then we're going to take this one. And welcome back, Sue. Thank you. She is The Angel of Love by Selena Finesh. Well, it's Nouveau Angel Love. The book is Selena Finesh. And the pencils are the new Ohuhu. I wanted to give them a try on Amazon paper and see how they do. Because for me, trying them on the cardstock works out well because that's mostly what I color on is on the cardstock. Although the past few years, especially the busier I get, I have been going to the coloring books a lot more. But a lot of the coloring books that I've been coloring in are a higher grade. So the paper is more of the cardstock kind of paper. So testing them on both is always a good thing. And like I said, they're not working too bad. I prefer something that layers a lot more. These are a softer wax than I prefer. But they're not doing too badly on the 3 or 4 color areas. When I was doing the face and the hair, of course I wasn't able to flick the hair the way I like to, and the face was starting to get really congested, so I wasn't able to add much more color to that. So I went out the lines. They are erasing quite nicely, so that's a good thing. uh, it's a little bit the purple that I used is closer to um, gray lavender, just a little bit lighter than the gray lavender, Kim. This one here is brilliant magenta. And yeah, it's a little bit lighter than the mulberry kind of color. But I'm also dulling everything down with white to blend them together. So I put down the gray lavender so that when I go over that area with the brighter pencil, it'll lower it just a touch and then we'll blend it out with the white. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a gray purple. This one here is lavender, which is a really pale purple. Which I'm just going to fill in the shadow areas with it. Areas where that deeper shadow is going to be. And then we'll come back with the white and the magenta in case we need to add any deeper colors back in after we go over it with the white. Alright, we'll come down through here. And then we're going to use the white. Well, of course it decided to do it now. You're using it. I hate it when my phone does that or my computer does that. It's like, I'm in the middle of something and you want to do what now? It does that to me all the time at work. It's like, I'm in the middle of a call and then suddenly my desktop decides, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to mandate that you do this update. Otherwise you can't do anything on your screen for 5 minutes. It's like, are you kidding me? I don't have time for that. I've got somebody on the line. I need to have my system. Trying to stall for time as my computer decides that it's going to do its thing. Yeah. Yeah, I dread it when I see an update go through ever since it decided that it was going to do horrible things to my computer. It's like, no, I can't afford a new computer. Stop it. All right. Just going to take a little bit more of that magenta and we're going to just put in a little bit more of it here. This darker area here. A little bit more of it up in here. And down here. See a couple of different gaps that I want that brighter color to be in. And we're going to blend out the edges of this in with the white. All right, there's her wings. Is my sound not working anymore? Can you guys hear me? Oh, please tell me my sound is still working. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, good. Here I am talking to myself. It's like, hello, Bella. I'm pretty sure I said hello to you earlier, but okay. All right, good. Thank you. Oh, you had that problem. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've had that issue too. Okay, I understand now, Connie. Yeah, that is the worst when you're in the middle of a stream and it, does that, or when you're ready to stream and it does that. It's like, ugh. Absolutely. All right. Now we're going to come in here And I'm using peach. Because we're going to be doing her outfit in pink. We're going to use the peach for the shadow areas of her outfit, the movement in the fabric. I am not great with fabric stuff. Tanya used to be really good with fabric. And if she still, I'm pretty sure she still has her videos up, but she was really good with fabric. Well, why are you sleepy? Were you at the bar all night? And not because, she spends a lot of time, drinking at the bar. Um, just want to throw that out there. I'm not saying that Alex is a lush. Her husband owns a bar. You know, it's his employment. I don't want anybody thinking that I'm calling Alex a lush. The cat always does that. It's like, nope, I'm using that now. This is mine, and you are going to either pet me or you're just not going to have this. So you have a choice. Thank you, Sue. Oh, and I did finish that page that I started on Monday, if you haven't seen it on Instagram or Facebook, but I did finish that. Okay, I think. All right, the next color we're going to use is light rose. I think. Hold on, what's this one? Yeah. Difference. Yeah, light rose instead of pink here. Don't you start. It's bad that I have to tell my camera not to start when it starts going in and out. Then it smartens up for a minute. It's all good. All right, Connie, have a great night. Yeah, well, that happens. That happens. I'm glad they were busy. here a little bit. Yeah. Yep. It's busy being a business owner, no matter what business it is. I am really, really happy that it's going very well for him. My name on Instagram is, I do believe, my regular name, Renee Carnes. It might be My Coloring Corner, but I'm pretty sure it's Renee Carnes. And if you type exclamation point Instagram, I do believe, or in exclamation point IG, I do believe my Instagram link will come up. Right. And then I use English Rose. Karnes. No E in there at the start. You are welcome. A little bit, yeah. So for those of you that don't know about this, a lot about this artist, she is from Australia. She is an Australian, and she has been drawing and writing for quite some time. She used to just draw and paint, and then the um, adult coloring businesses started, and she started putting her drawings and her paintings out for coloring. A lot of her paintings were paintings for her books or her husband's work. And then she started writing regularly and now has quite a few series of books out that are adult fantasy books, like fairy tales and type of fantasy, but more above children level, more adult, young teen level, which are quite good. But she's been one of my favorite artists for quite some time. I really like her grayscale. It's a little bit dark sometimes, especially if you get it in the book. I'm going to adjust that so it stops doing it. Now hopefully that will stop doing that. I need a little bit of this one. This one here is a lavender aroma. I'm just going to use it to soften that edge of that dark pink into the light pink. And then we're going to take, no, I want the peach. Where's peach? There it is. We're just going to put a little bit more of that darker color in here. Now, if you really want to make the shadow areas dramatic, we can take a little bit of black. Hello, Angela. Oh, I am sorry that you were up so late. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. So I'm going to take black, and I'm going to sharpen it really sharp. And I want to emphasize this shadow a little bit more. And up under here a little bit more. And then we're going to take that pink. So we're going to take the peach color and we're going to sharpen it nice and sharp. Sorry about the shaky. And get a little bit sharper on the black. There we go, that's better. And then we're going to just bring that in. Which gives us a little bit more drama on that black color there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side over here. Do you have lots of snow up there, Angela? Bobby was saying that it had snowed up there. I don't know if it snowed all the way up to where you are, but where he's at, he said it had snowed. We have not received any snow here. That's, quite typical for this area, so. I have not checked yet, Connie, so I am sorry, but I will take a look after stream. I haven't looked into my email yet. We're just filling in and darkening those shadow areas between the ruffle of her skirt. Just to give it that little bit of shadow, a little bit of drama there. Yeah, a little bit. They said we were supposed to get some today, but it's not looking like we'll get any. Almost done with the top part of her skirt here. And then we'll do the ruffle underneath. We're going to do that in a really, really light pink going into white. Same with the ruffle up here. First, we're going to get this darker pink in here. Make sure our shadows are showing shadows. I'm not worried about going over top of the tie because we're going to be using a gel pen on that. And I'll be using a pink gel pen, so going over it with the pink isn't going to do anything. It's where the black goes over that I need to watch out for. Otherwise it's going to stand out under the gel pen. Alright. Then we're going to take our medium dark pink again. So this is light rose. And we're just going to fill this in. And we're going to take a little tiny bit of that black under here. Like so. Mine keep. I keep there's a little button that you have to push in your videos that when you publish it that allows you to show the chats. They've added that recently, so I don't know if they've added it recently or moved it. I can't remember, but they have changed it slightly. But it is still there. Yeah, it's a lot of streamers don't turn the chat on. I have live chat playback on mine. Only because when I'm watching back for something, it's better for me to be able to see the comments. Because I remember more of what I was doing when I was talking to you guys than when I was doing it. So I can gauge more of where I need to look for something just by looking at the chat going, okay, I was talking about this at this point, or you guys were talking about this at this point, so I know it's around here somewhere. Isn't that terrible? All right, and then this is English Rose again. I'll show you if you need it, Angela. I can give you a screenshot of it or something. I've got a weird line in the paper which is driving me crazy here, so ignore that line. Oh, nice. That'd be awesome, Alex. All right. So there's her dress. Now we're going to do her skirt, and we're going to take this pink here, which is the lavender aroma. And now I got the hiccups. Hold on. Hopefully they go away. We're going to just come in here underneath. And then up here as well. And then we're going to take our white. Yeah, I want Chinese now too. I'm not having Chinese. It upsets my tummy. Although there are new ones, new Chinese food places out that hopefully don't upset my tummy as bad. So I just came in with a little bit of the light rose, and we're going to come in with some pink. I think I need to sharpen it a little bit more. And then the white. Same with under here. Alright, then we're going to take our red. Take a little bit of the pink. Like so. And the same with down here on her ankle and the end of her tassels here. And a little bit of pink. Okay, now let's see, what time is it? We've got about 10 minutes left. So I think I'm going to try to get at least one of her arms done. So we're going to start with the cinnamon, because I've already got that gray lavender down. So we're going to start with the cinnamon in the shadowy areas. And we'll at least get one coat on this arm. And of course we will finish it up on Monday, hopefully. And then light flesh. Oh, you can do it. You got this. Then we're going to use Beauty Bush. I need to, at some point this year, probably, usually I do it in February. I do an aquatic month and where I use all watercolor. But I think this set kind of squashes that, but that's all right. We can do it another month. And I'm going to come through with the purple just to get it all shadowed properly. I think the hardest thing with these pencils is varying the pressure to make sure that you have enough tooth to do what you need to do on the page. Especially if you're used to building those colors up. Definitely not one I would suggest to a actual person that draws and colors in their drawings. Like I said, they are not open stock. They are not light fast. They have none of that sort of thing. They do have the ASTMD number on them. But I don't know if that states that they're light fast or just not toxic. But to be honest, if you're using these in a coloring book, you're going to be struggling with them a little bit on building that color. So I would suggest doing it one color, then the next color up against the end of it, and so forth, and which sometimes doesn't work well with skin tones. All right. Hi there, Blue. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, nice. New books are always fun. What book? Frederica, you gotta tell us now. Hi there, Rinka. Well, guys, it's about 4 minutes to, so I'm going to zoom this out so we can see where we're at. Maybe. There we go. So there she is so far. And I will finish up her arms and her legs and the background, and then we'll add the glitter and all that sort of thing on Monday. We got quite a ways today. I wasn't expecting to get this far, so we got quite a bit further than I was expecting to. Like I said, the pencils are not horrible. They're not something that I would throw away. They are a little finicky when it comes to building color. They do prefer to be shoved into each other a little bit more. And they do take up the tooth of the page quite quickly with the Amazon paper. So Um, Not something that I would say, yeah, you have to have it, but not something that I would say, well, you're stupid for buying it. If that makes sense to anybody. Not that I would ever say you're stupid for buying anything. If you enjoy it, then you're fantastic. As long as you enjoy what you're using, that's all that matters. Thank you so much for coming out, Mona. I appreciate you being here. Hi there, Joyce. Thank you so much for being here. And for anybody that was out there in Lurker land while I was streaming, thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. Now, of course, I will be back on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come on in, hang out for a little bit. I'm going to finish her up, and then maybe we'll do some fun things with the background. All right, guys. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, you guys have a great day now, okay?